Hello, this is the research for non-durable doggy toys. My background for information is that according to Humane Society of the U.S., vets, and surveys from 11 dog owners, dog toys are being thrown away in landfills. This mainly occurs in the dog owners' homes during aggressive playtime. This usually is with bigger dogs and more aggressive dogs such as Labradors and German Shepherds. My problem statement is that about 1 in 6 of the 600 million dog toys thrown in landfills are just fabric toys. These toys usually last about 1 to 2 months, and plush toys are about 7,000 tons of solid waste in all U.S. methane emissions. My statement of purpose. I want to create a toy that will outlast other fabric toys that are considered tough or durable. My main goal is to withstand the dog's aggressive playtime. This will in turn lower the amount of toys being thrown away, which will decrease the methane emissions from U.S. landfills. My first justification is from a published Georgia Tech final thesis paper project, and it shows that about 40,000 tons of dog toys end up in U.S. landfills every year. Common damage in these toys are missing squeakers or stuffing, torn off appendages or eyes/noses are missing, and ripped off seams. And this shows me what to consider in designing my engineering project and what to be careful of. It also shows that the average lifespan of the toy is about 2 to 3 months and how much the cost is annually. My second justification is from a published market research report. It states that about 18% or 17% of toys are just plush toys, and this helped me calculate how many toys are being thrown away in landfills and how many of these toys are specifically fabric toys. My third justification. This was from pet industry statistics, and it shows that majority of households own dogs, and in addition to how much is spent annually on dogs for specifically dog toys. This also shows that some injuries from these broken dog toys are choking, intestinal blockage, and stomach obstruction. And it's shown here that this can cost a lot for the pet owners to fix, especially if they're surgeries. My fourth justification. This is from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency website. It shows that methane is 28 more times effective than carbon dioxide in trapping these gases. The solid waste is the third largest in the U.S. landfills of methane productions, and that these U.S. landfills emit 14% of all U.S. methane productions. This helped me calculate how much methane dog toys emit and how much specifically plush toys emit in U.S. landfills. My fifth justification. This shows that about 1 in every 25 dogs need vet treatment for a true related injury. And then it also stated in this article that toys should be able to bend but not be able to break, so that it should have a sort of flexibility to the toy, which helps create one of my criteria later for my design matrix. And also that the main injury in the true related injuries was fractured teeth because the toy was too hard even though it was supposed to be flexible. It also states that Kong Toys is a brand that is really great at being durable and dogs also love. It's mainly a plastic but flexible toy that I've seen about 4 other dog owners recommend as a best toy. My similar solutions. These first 3 toys are considered tough or durable. I wanted to include the Kong toy because despite it being a foam-like and plastic toy, I still think it would be a good toy to look at because it was highly recommended by the dog owners. They said it was durable and very entertaining since you can stick treats into a slot-like area in the middle of the toy, which dogs can later play with and try to find. As far as the alligator, reviews were mainly complaints about how the fur material came off and the dogs would ingest it. Another problem was the seams tore very easily, so they were very weak, and the dogs would get into the stuffing and consume it. For the tuna, there was very good reviews about this. The main ones were that it had very strong seams and that it lasted a while. It also had a coating that made it waterproof so that the dogs can play with it outside in large bodies of water. It was also a good size for medium and large dogs. These next two solutions are like normal toys or toys that aren't meant to last very long, but I still felt like they were worth looking at as far as what not to do in my design. The snake toy, it had one big seam along the black outline of it, so it was a very weak seam. So if one part of the seam broke, it all broke apart. The only thing I really liked about this toy was that it had different sections in the toy. It's hard to see here, but it had different squeakers and fillings such as cotton or the plastic, and I thought that that would be very neat. But another thing that was bad about it was that the eyes were embroidered, so the dogs could tear off the threading and also consume that. For the pattern of the monkey, I like the idea that the toy could detach from its main body, so it gives the dog a sense of destruction without actually destroying the toy and making a mess. But the bad thing about it was this was going to be made of regular fabric, so it wouldn't be very durable to the dog's aggressive play. My similar decision matrix. My main criteria was the durability, since that is the main focus of my problem. The next two criteria was flexibility and true proof. The toy had to be flexible enough so the dog can bite into it, but not to the point where they can break it and chew on it. And the next was the fabric / cloth light, since I'm focusing specifically on fabric toys. And I also felt like entertaining the dogs would be a strong point, because what is the point of a toy if the dog won't want to play with it? Strong seams and lightweight so that the dog can pick it up very easily and play with it whenever it wants to. And strong seams so that it can remain durable and not break. My product review sheet. This tuna fish was the one that won in the similar decision matrix, and it was very durable, and it had a coating on it that made it water resistant and chew proof resistant. The seams were very tough, but the small appendages made it susceptible for it to be torn off and ingested. It was also a very lightweight and easy for dogs to retrieve, especially medium and large dogs. The chewability. The high-tech coating does make it chewable, like resistance, but it can also wear off, and then it'll allow the dogs to puncture through the toy very easily. As far as the price, it had an average price for toys that are considered durable, but an above average price for toys that are considered normal toys. As far as the appearance, I liked how the pattern of the fish was printed onto the toy instead of embroidered, so that means the dogs won't be able to tear off any threading that they could possibly ingest. As far as flexibility, it was very flexible in some points of the toy, but in others it wouldn't be able to bend very easily. As far as the size, it mainly fits medium and large dogs, not so much small dogs, which I want to try to focus on big dogs, so this is good for this project. Here are my references. And thank you.